Okay, so fine. So get back to the point. Okay, so already we have discussed that whatever we in case
Hello,
of
sir.
IEEE 802.15.4, so it uses the unlicensed band. So in case of unlicensed band, we have a huge amount of bandwidth is there with respect to the bandwidth we required for them. So the rest of the bandwidth, what we do? So we can use it. Sorry. Okay. So the rest of the bandwidth, what we do? We use those bandwidth for sending our data using the spread spectrum technology. So in this case, what spread spectrum technology we are using? DSSS, DSSS. What is the full form of DSSS? Can anybody tell me? Full form of DSSS?
Direct sequence spread spectrum.
Direct sequence spread spectrum. So we are using direct sequence spread spectrum. Now, already I told that what is the difference between BPSK and QPSK. Okay, so this QPSK is OQPSK. That in case of IEEE 802.15.4, they are using instead of QPSK directly, they are using OQPSK, means offset quadrature phase shift key. So what is the basic difference between offset quadrature phase shift keying and QPSK, normal quadrature phase shift keying? In case of QPSK, I told that what are the different angles you are using? One is 45 degree, right? Next one is 45 plus 90. How much?
135.
135. Next one is 135 plus 90 again. How much?
So 225.
2 to
5.
5. Again, next one is the fourth one is 225 plus 90. How much?
315.
315.
315. So four angles we are using, right? And that is fixed in case of QPSK 45, 135, 221, 215, and 315, right? Now, in case of offset, what they are doing that they are using one offset angle, means that instead of 45, they might be using 45 plus 20 degree, that is 65. In case of 135, they might be using 135 plus 20 degree. How much? 145. Similarly, for 215 plus 20 degree, that is 235. Again, 315 plus 20 degree, that is 325. Why they are using this so? The reason is, if you are using quadrature phase shifting, the people might know that at what angle you are changing your signals. So they can decipher that if one signal is coming at 45 degree, next one will come at 135, next one will come at 215, next one will come at 315. So they can decipher your signal. But if you want to put some security, what will you do? You can add some offset, put a 20 degree or 30 degree or 40 degree, whatever it may be. So in this way, they are securing their signal in case of QPSK. So that is the basic funda of using offset QPSK. But the same thing, that means the number of bits will remain same. That is 4 bits, they will same. Is this clear, student? Offset QPSK?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, so which one is faster, QPS, offset QPSK or BPSK?
Sir, faster offset.
Offset QPSK, obviously, that is why see here, they are using two kind of encoding techniques. If they use BPSK, they are going to get the speed of 20 to 40 kbps. If they are getting offset QPSK, they are going to get 250 kbps. Obviously, it will be much faster than the others. That is the reason. So this question may comes in the exam. So which one is faster and why it is faster, and which one is required to be used? Clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So next is the channel access method. I told earlier, what is channel access method? What is channel access method? That I have the channel, MAC channel, the medium access control layer. We are using this MAC channel, medium access control protocol, right? Now, as it is an unlicensed band, I can use this channel, or if Rajesh has some IoT devices, they can also, if Bhagyashree has some IoT devices, they can also use their channel. So through my IoT devices, I am sending one packet. Rajesh is sending his own packet. Bhagyashree is also sending his own packet. So in this way, multiple numbers of packets are going over there. Multiple numbers of packets. But एक चीज बताओ, multiple number of packets क्या ऐसे जा सकता है क्या?
collision होने का
line by
chance
line
है.
So where the overlapping points are there, the collision will happen. धक्का लगेगा ही. And if the collision happens, both the packets will get damaged. If both the packets will get damaged, na, it is not like that only two packets get damaged and those packets I need to resend. This entire road will get jammed and none of the packets will go until and unless those actually when two collision of two packets means what? One packet is nothing but a signal only, one analog signal. Another packet is also nothing but another analog signal. So if both the signals are collided with each other, so they will create one jamming signal. So that jamming signal will remain within your path. Until and unless that jamming signal gets cleared, no other node IoT devices can send their packet. हम लोग का ऐसा होता है ना, कोई एक्सीडेंट होता है रास्ते में, बाकी सारा रास्ता ब्लॉक हो जाता है. Until and unless those vehicles get cleared, removed from the road, the entire jam or traffic jam will occur up to 1 kilometer or 2 kilometers. So it is also quite like this. So if two signals or two packets are collided with each other from the opposite direction or in the same direction, then their signal will collide with each other and interference will happen. That is called jamming signal. And if the jamming signal is there, they always try to listen that whether in my road or in my channel is there any jamming signal is there or not. If there is any jamming signal, that case they cannot send their packets. So the entire road will get blocked. Now what is the solution? Solution is that I have to create one mechanism that will be devised by this MAC protocol or MAC layer, which is the full, what is the full form of MAC layer? Medium access
control layer.
So through the medium access control layer, I will always check that whether my channel is free or not. If my channel is free, still I will not send my packet because I am sensing from my devices that the channel is free. Rajesh is also sensing because Rajesh को भी एक data भेजना है. Rajesh is also sensing that whether his channel is free or not. Sujan is also sensing that whether this channel is free or not. Now they are sensing that one packet is going, that is why channel is not free. So they will patiently wait that when the packet will receive the destination. When the packet will be received in the destination, then what they will do? All of them immediately will try to send their packet, right? And all of them will get collided. सब कोई सुन रहा है कि चैनल खाली है कि नहीं, रास्ता खाली है कि नहीं. जब रास्ता खाली होगा तीनों को ही पता चलेगा, हाँ रोड क्लियर है, अभी चलो. अब जब तीनों चलने गए, तीनों का ही कोलिशन होगा कि नहीं, बताओ.
Yes sir.
तो उसका उपाय क्या है? What is the solution?
एक एक करके भेजना पड़ेगा सर.
तो एक एक करके भी भेजने से भी
पहले चेक किया होगा.
हाँ क्या बता?
जिसने पहले चेक किया होगा उसको पहले जाने दे सकते हैं. तो
तीनों तो एक ही साथ चेक कर रहे हैं ना. देखो सिचुएशन तुम समझ नहीं पाए. सिचुएशन ऐसा है, तुम कालीरंगा यूनिवर्सिटी के गेट के सामने खड़े हो, सुजन खड़े हैं पानी चौक के सामने, और कौन है? अनदर यूजर, सपोज रॉबर्ट पानी चौक के सामने रहते हैं. ओके, रॉबर्ट इज स्टैंडिंग इन फ्रंट ऑफ पानी चौक and Sujan is standing in front of RRL. Everybody is looking on the road that whether any vehicle is going or not. Okay. Now, when there is no vehicle, then everybody will send the same channel, right? और तीनों ही एक ही टाइम पे अपना व्हीकल सेंड करने का कोशिश करेगा. अगर उसी रास्ते में एक ही व्हीकल जा सकता है, तो तीनों का ही कोलिजन होगा कि नहीं?
Yes, sir.
तो उससे रोकने का possible, how to get out of this situation. So for that, what they do that they use one protocol that is called CSMA-CA. I think whenever you have gone through your networking classes, that time you have gone through this topic CSMA-CA. आप लोगों को कुछ याद है क्या मैं बताऊं? याद नहीं है तो बताओ. You can write it in the chat box. I'm looking at the chat box, waiting for your response. If you can
explain the digit, sir.
कर दूं. Okay, fine. So what is the full form of CSMA-CA? Can you tell me?
Carrier sends multiple access.
Very good. Carrier sends multiple access. Then what about CA?
So collision avoidance.
Very
Collision
good.
avoidance, sir.
अरे बाप रे. I'm very happy. पर वो याद नहीं है. कैसे करते हैं ना? Okay, fantastic. No issue.
याद है याद है.
याद है?
Carrier
अच्छा बताओ
कैसे
क्या
करते
करते हैं वो तो बताओ.
हाँ सर.
बोलो.
सर वो जैसे ABC 3 यूजर है सर. A और B मतलब A का रेंज में B आ सकता है, लेकिन C का रेंज में मतलब A का रेंज में C नहीं आ सकता.
नहीं तुम
मतलब
दूसरा प्रोटोकॉल के बारे में बता रहे हो.
ठीक है सर.
ऐसा नहीं है. देखो हाँ ABC तक ठीक है. A, B, C. Everybody will patiently hearing that whether the channel is free or not. This is step number 1. Patiently hearing जो अभी तक बता रहे थे. Patiently hearing whether the channel is busy or idle. Okay. Now suppose the channel is idle. Now here the channel is idle. Now when they will find out that the channel is idle, they will not send their packets immediately. They will wait for inter-frame transmission time. So what is inter-frame transmission time? Suppose एक frame अभी generate हुआ. How much time it takes to traverse this frame to reach to the destination? If the destination is here, ये frame को इस जगह से इस जगह में पहुंचने के लिए कितना time लगेगा? That is its inter-frame transmission time. So if I wait for one inter-frame transmission time, means that A, B, C, 3 are waiting. By this time, if somebody, when they find out that the channel is idle, if somebody sends a frame, that case, if I wait for one inter-frame transmission time, within that time, if somebody by accidentally send any frame, then immediately that frame will reach the destination, and after that I may be in a position to send my frame. Got my point? I am waiting for another inter-frame transmission time so that if somebody has already initiated a packet transmission, by this inter-frame transmission time, it should reach the destination. समझ में आया कि नहीं? So we are waiting for one inter-frame transmission time. After that, ABC, both are waiting for the inter-frame transmission time, and immediately they can start sending. और collision तो होगा ही. So immediately after the inter-frame transmission time, they are not going to send their packet immediately. What they will do? They will wait for a random amount of time. They will wait for a random amount of time. Means that वो लोग क्या करेंगे? Suppose 1 to 256, one value is there. Out of 1 to 256, A will select one random value, B will select another random value, C will select another random value. Now you tell me, 1 to 256, A is selecting one random value. What can be that value? Any value. You tell me one value. One random value.
So
50.
128.
128. So for A, it is 128, right? For A, it is 1. B for B के लिए कोई भी एक वैल्यू चूज
Where?
करो.
तो सर 51
51. C के लिए
35.
35. Means that A has selected a random value 128, B has selected random value 51, C has selected random value 35. Means after the interference transmission time, C will wait for 35 milliseconds and start sending its pin. B will wait for 51 milliseconds and start sending its pin. And A is wait for 128 milliseconds and then start sending its pin. So it is very rare that A, B, C तीनों का random value same होगा, है कि नहीं? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Impossible नहीं है, but there is a very minimal chance that A, B, C, three of them will have the same random value. That is why chances of collision will reduce. But if A or B का भी अगर random value same हो जाता है, then collision will happen. So CSMA CA protocol will try to avoid the collision as much as possible, but it may not avoid the collision. Sometimes the collision may happen, but instead of sending it directly after waiting for an interference transmission time, then the collision chance is 100%. Whereas if I wait for a random amount of time, then the chances of collision will be reduced to 10% or 15%. Is this clear, students? CSMA CA?
यस सर
Okay. So हम लोगों ने क्या क्या सीखा? Direct sequence spread spectrum use करता है. Next one is they are using BPSK and QPSK. For low speed, they are using BPSK. For high speed, they are using QPSK. What else? Then they are using CSMA CA protocol for channel access method. Why they are using CSMA CA protocol? To reduce the chances of
Collision.
Okay. And their transmission range is very minimal, that is 10 meter to 75 meter. And they use two kinds of topology. One is star topology, like this. Another is mesh topology. So in case of mesh topology, what they do? Everybody will be connected with each other. Like this. So they use the star topology and mesh topology. Okay. So the standard is used for the low power, low cost, and low speed between the short range devices. So this is all about the IEEE 802.15, and it actually it works on the first two layers only. With respect to ISO OSI reference model, if I make a comparison, you see that it works only on two layers: data link layer and physical layer. Also forget about the network layer. So physical layer में we ये क्या करते हैं? It will use the encoding technique that PSK, BPSK or QPSK, what type of encoding technology should be used. And in case of data link layer, they use that what kind of MAC protocol we should use, CSMA CA or whatever. And also the shortcut. So this is all about the IEEE 802.15.4. Go through these two slides. I am going to stop this one because only 2 minutes left in Zoom, and please rejoin with the same link again. Okay. So I am closing this one. Yeah.